Within the African continent, Ibrahim Traore, the Prime Minister of Burkina Faso or the President of Burkina Faso, is one man I have respected over time due to some courageous steps he has taken so far in political leadership. He may not have arrived where somebody like me expect him to be or where the people of Burkina Faso expect him to be comparatively with, systems or countries where systems and structures work effectively. But the steps he's taking, he's moving in the right trajectory of events. In this section, Ibrahim Traore has courageously done what many leaders in Africa, using Nigeria as an example. Ibrahim Traore, despite being a Muslim, has rejected imposing Sharia law on the good people of Burkina Faso. That people are at liberty to serve God, to serve their maker, to serve their chi through any religion, religious practices or belief system they deem fit. He regrettably warned that the Muslim Ummah is a typical example of Stockholm Syndrome, that the Muslims or the West have over the past 1,000 plus years enslaved black Africans. Yes, they took Africans away and take them to the Middle East, another part of the West, sponsor them to go and learn about Sharia law. Why Sharia law? Why not setting them on the trajectory of sustainable development, learning through science and technology? But you are sponsoring them to go and learn Sharia law. If you thief, they go use knife, come out one of your hand, or they go even use knife, come out your brocos, overruling or overriding the governing laws and constitution of the country. Ibrahim Traore has given the people of Burkina Faso a new hope that yes, there are still men of competent character in political leadership. Make on a listen to this young man and we shall be ramping it up.
On cherche à nous exterminer depuis longtemps. Est-ce que vous êtes conscient de ça? Les gens sont venus. D'abord les conquêtes arabo-musulmanes. Ça fait plus de 1000 et quelques ans d'esclavage en Afrique. Cette partie d'ailleurs qu'on cherche à effacer de notre histoire. Et beaucoup de gens ne savent pas, ils sont ignorants de ça. Qu'on a fait plus de 1000 ans d'esclavage avec les Arabes. Et le dernier marché d'esclaves a fermé, c'était en Médine en 1962. Vous faites semblant ou bien vous ne savez pas. Et là, on castrait les hommes valides là, on les castrait pour qu'ils n'enfantent plus. Ça n'a pas pu finir l'Afrique. Les Occidentaux sont venus pendant 400 ans nous déporter à aller travailler, nous tuer de toutes les manières possibles. Mais l'homme noir a résisté toujours. Mais pourquoi c'est aujourd'hui que nous ne pouvons pas nous rendre compte de ça, résister et changer la vapeur? Pourquoi? Tellement ils nous ont traumatisés, nous barbarisés, que nous-mêmes on les aime maintenant, on les aime plus que nous-mêmes. C'est ça le syndrome de Stockholm dont je parlais. C'est ça le problème. Et si on ne prend pas conscience de ça, on est perdu. On est fini. Parce qu'ils continueront à nous terminer d'une manière ou d'une autre. Et c'est ce que je vous raconte là, par des produits qu'on injecte et tout. Regardez le noir. Il aime plus ceux qui l'ont agressé hier que lui-même sa propre personne. Sylvie. Ils sont nombreux parmi nous. Si vous ne connaissez pas l'histoire, lisez. Vous verrez, personne ne nous aime. Il faut que ça, on soit conscient de ça. Mais c'est quelle inconscience d'aller chercher à l'amour de celui qui ne t'aime pas. Pourquoi?
So, if you watch this video till this very point, congratulations, you are on a journey of constant learning in life. What Ibrahim Traore demonstrated in this video, it's simply a decisive leader who is ready to protect religious freedoms of the citizens of Burkina Faso. A man who has prioritized education, prioritized science and technology, who has prioritized national development over some, radical religious ideologies. which is part of what we are seeing today in Iran, Islamic Republic of Iran, where laws are being made based on religious ideologies, religious laws and all of that. Ibrahim Traore went further assertively to maintain that implementation of Sharia law or Sharia law is not compatible with sustainable development. Just like when you go to the West, when you go to the US today, and even some part of Europe, citizens of this nation continue to ring it like a bell that Islam is not compatible with the West. Not because people who practice Islam, the entirety of them all, are not compatible with the life in the Western world, but simply because of the ideology behind the religion, where a lot of people have been trained over time to become fanatics. They have been trained over time to become extremists, and they become radicals, causing mayhem to mankind. Ibrahim Traore should be celebrated, the first of it all, the first African leader to rise up to these challenges of this century. Religious rascality. That is what we are facing in Nigeria today. A presidential candidate in Nigeria once condemned the brutal destruction of the Bora. He made a tweet to condemn it on Twitter. Yes, before Twitter became X, or rather X, formerly Twitter. Why? What happened? He suddenly deleted that very tweet because he felt that his Muslim brothers and sisters will not vote for him. His political interest is far much more important to him than humanity. These are the things we are talking about when you see me talk about geopolitics, especially what is going on in Iran. Until you and I wake up to the reality that religious extremism is part of the bigger challenges we have in this century. And you will now also begin to realize that Donald Trump was not wrong when he designated Nigeria as a country of particular concern due to starvation or strangling of a religious freedom in Nigeria, where people can no longer practice their faith in peace and in tranquility. Ibrahim Traore, may God keep you alive. We need younger people like you. That is why I have never been an advocate of allowing old people into political offices. They have lived more than half of their lives in this material world. They should be back home, playing and enjoying life with their grandchildren and great-grandchildren and all of that, instead of assuming public offices to showcase, I don't want to say stupidity. Yes, but old politicians in Nigeria should be retired. We need people of like minds, people who understand that science and technology is making life more beautiful, that religion can never be placed above man. We were first humans before religious belief systems. And that is why, and that is what we need in the project of One Nigeria, to keep Nigeria together. At this point, I'll allow you guys to be the judge. Don't forget to let me know what you think in the comment section and share this video. My another person see you. God bless you.